When we share stories, we learn about each other and ourselves. Muhammad Ali understood that and lived that, and that also goes for our next storyteller. She comes from La Casita Center. La Casita Center has a founding principle, somos un círculo. We are a circle. It means every voice matters, and the circle cannot be complete if someone is missing from it. That philosophy means walking alongside people rather than simply serving them, and it has guided La Casita for 20 years as the only Latinx and feminist-led organization of its kind in Louisville. Yes, let's give a round of applause for that. In her application for this program, La Casita's founder wrote that she believes the universe guides us to where we belong, and she belongs right here. Please welcome Karina Barillas.
Joy is a present in the Latinos and Latinas of the world. It doesn't matter what we're going through. It doesn't matter the tragedy, the catastrophe. We cling to joy. And joy is especially true for me. 32 years ago, I arrived at the University of Louisville. Go Cards. And I was chosen among so many brilliant students to come to study through a Fulbright scholarship. I was one out of 13 Central American students. I was coming from a very poor barrio. I was coming from a family that survived a very violent, abusive, incestuous father. My mother, who could barely survive and struggle every day in her pain, will tell me, your life will be different from mine, so you have to study. So I was this little girl in school. I would raise my hand all the time. I was ready to dance, to sing, to speak in public, and no one would ever know beyond my poor shoes and my very old clothes. Because this little girl refused to cling to the pain, to the trauma, to the abandonment. I was ready to live in peace, to be joyful. And I knew that my place was somewhere out there in the horizon. One day, as a grown adult, going to college in Guatemala City, I saw this announcement, Fulbright scholarships to the United States. And I knew then that was my chance. And I applied. I told my friends, they laughed at me. I told my mother, she prayed for me not to get the scholarship so I wouldn't leave her. But the universe said, go to the very first beginning of the rest of my life. I remember that my Louisville welcomed me with the 1994 snowstorm. First time I saw snow, it was so beautiful, cold, didn't matter. I was so happy. I felt, oh my God, I'm in college, I'm here, I'm about to start this new adventure. College. And if you grew up in the 80s, you most likely watched the movies Animal House and The Revenge of the Nerds. So I was so ready to come to party and study. Little did I knew that besides all of that, that was going to be the very first time I was going to hear someone say to me and my friends, look at them. They are dirty. They are brown. They are ugly. We don't want you here. Go back to Mexico. I couldn't understand what was happening. This was a different movie that I had imagined. It was absolutely terrifying. Then I remembered that our RA invited us to a pizza party on that weekend. And as very good Latinas, they say party, we say fiesta. We did our hair, high heels, makeup, walking, hallway with grace, ready to party, first college party, the door opens, the shock. Everybody was wearing PJs, they were sitting on the floor, no music. We went, we left, started walking through Uval, and we stood up in front of the Red Barn, and I closed my eyes and I said, one day we're gonna have the biggest Latin party, and everybody is coming to this party. During my college and graduate studies, Latin parties were the best attended, the most fun. That to this day, when I go to UVL and I run into the maintenance guys, they are like, are you one of those Latina troublemakers? And I tell them, you bet I am. And this Latina troublemaker, years later, founded the largest Latinx-led organization in the state of Kentucky to this day. And what I know so far about my life is that joy is mine. No one can take it away from me. And that was true through my college years. I learned a lot. I went through the academics, but I also learned my truth. I learned to stand my ground. I learned about the history of my Black siblings in this country, about the rejection of the LGBTQ community as well. But nothing stopped me. And today, I tell you, my friends, I am grabbing myself to joy even in the midst of horrors that are happening to me and my community. To see the fear in the eyes of my son and my daughter, in the eyes of all my sisters, to think about those children in the cages. I refuse to be silent. I refuse to stay quiet against injustice. And I am carrying with me this joy inside of me. From the poor barrio in Guatemala City, through the hallways of Uval, through the big Latin parties at the Red Barn, through the beautiful circle of La Casita and my beautiful Louisville. It doesn't matter what is happening. I promise you, I am going to show up in joy. And I hope you all join me. Muchas gracias.
Karina Barillas.